How's it going? My name is Marc Anthony Sepulveda, and I'm here with the movie Bonus Time. And standing to my right is,
Hi, my name is Riess. I was the director of photography on this film.
and standing to my left is.
How's it going? My name's Alex Hanno. I was the co-writer and director of Bonus Time.
Well, Bonus Time deals with a quirky Latino coming back after defeating colon cancer in the hope of not getting colon cancer again. He's trying to find enlightenment by asking forgiveness to his family, which he has done wrong. But not everything turns out the way that he expects it to, and rightfully so. Um, One of the reasons why I call the movie my bonus time, well, not my bonus time, our bonus time is I figured this next part of my life, because I'm also a cancer colon survivor. I've had colon cancer, and that's what bonus time is. It's colon cancer comedy. It's triple superlative, and it runs through my family. And I said this before on stage. I wanted to show the talents of me and my friends, but going through it, I realized there was an obligation to tell people about Lynch syndrome and how it promotes more cancers. And that being said, after my cancer, I realized this time I have is my bonus time. And not unlike, a soccer game where you have extra time to play a little bit, or you do really well and you're going to get those gold coins after a game. It's like, what are you going to do with your bonus time? And this is, like I said, it's become like a mission to take on to tell people about colon cancer and Lynch syndrome and really go out there and save lives. And to that notion, there's people out there that will help you, just like these guys to the right of me and left of me. I was telling someone I got three people in my life that really promoted me here on this earth. One being my mother, two, this man right here, Riley Riess, director of photography. And then I worked with him behind the camera. And three, this man over here, Alex Hanno. I don't know, somehow liked my acting skill. And that's how we met.
Uh, yeah, and we actually, so Mark Anthony and I met. I had written and cast him in a pilot called Serve that's all about the restaurant industry. And he blew me out of the water, and we continued to work together on multiple projects after that. And when he brought Bonus Time to me, it was a story that he had been working on for a while. One of the things that really inspired me, not only as a friend of Mark Anthony, but as a filmmaker, was the idea that this was not going to be a PSA. This was not going to be like a sob story or a really intense drama. Because Mark Anthony mentioned, and I agree, a lot of the cancer stories that we see in Hollywood and cinema today, they're heavy, and I think people leave them with the idea that when you have a cancer diagnosis, that might be the end. And the reality is that's not the case for millions and millions of people. And Mark Anthony is proof of that. And so he came to me, and as a hilarious man and a comedian, he wanted to make a colon cancer comedy, something that people could watch and walk away from and be uplifted and inspired by, and still and talk about, to kickstart a conversation. Colon cancer is not an easy thing to talk about. That's why it hasn't been talked about lately, or up until recently, with Chadwick Boseman in the greater public eye. And I think part of that is because it's a hard conversation to have. But with this story, the ability to make people laugh, especially people who have already gone through this, I think that was really inspiring for all of us, and kind of colored the direction of the film, and the attitude on set, and the idea that we can laugh a little bit about this, because through that we're going to be able to talk about it. We're going to be able to start a conversation. So that was one of the big inspirations for me, for sure. And visually, Riley maybe can speak a little bit more towards that, but we definitely, Wes Anderson was a huge inspiration for us. And again, that lightness, that quick wit, that sort of, that dynamic element that he brings to all of his pieces, we definitely wanted to capture that in being true to the vision of, being able to make people laugh.
Hello, yeah. Well, first off, I just want to say I'm so proud to be part of this film. I've known Mark for, I feel like, over 10 years now.
Yeah.
Known you before cancer, known you after. So to be on this film is a huge honor for me. Got to work with Alex for my first time here. I think we had a blast together. But as far as inspiration for the film, we wanted to present a touchy topic in a lighthearted way, and that's kind of where we went with composition and lighting, keeping it warm and fun, and that's all.
And add to that notion, it's kind of weird. This guy, believe it or not, is 10 years younger than me. And I always remember him looking at me and he's like, "What are you going to do with the rest of your life?" And I was like, write movies? He's like, "That's what I want to do as well." This guy, I remember, I don't know, man. I remember I had a movie playing at AFI, and we just got done filming some that day, and he was like, "I'm behind your corner no matter what you do," and that means a lot to me. And doing this project means a lot to me. And being a Latino male coming out here and coming from a big Latino family, and sisters and brothers who have come and gone, um, means a lot to tell this. And I rule the day I ever heard these words. And hopefully we can go out there and really, like, very minimum save one life. We can. That'd be great. Job well done, guys.
Um, and just to talk a little bit about the future here, because obviously we've had a fantastic run with Bonus Time, the short film. We've had an awesome festival run, got to meet some really fantastic people, both in the film world and within the cancer community, the survivors and people who are going through it right now, and people who have Lynch syndrome and are, trying to be preventative about taking the steps to make sure they're on top of things, getting their colonoscopies and making the right health, and lifestyle choices so that they hopefully don't have to go through this. That's been a big part of us bringing Bonus Time to festivals, is trying to spread that word. We're here in Idyllwild. It's been an awesome, awesome experience. Really lovely theater, lovely town, an awesome community, which for us has been what this is all about. Is trying to work with people who are passionate artists and who also want to be able to create art that has meaning and that can hopefully change something in the world, or wake people up, if you will. And our goal moving forward is we plan to take Bonus Time and transform it into a feature that expands on the world we've introduced in the short. So we're currently in the development process and the script process on that. So hopefully there'll be some exciting developments in the near future. And yeah, it's gonna be bigger and bolder and continue to do some of the things that we loved in the short version Bonus Time, but hopefully bring it to an even wider audience. So
Yeah, that'd be great.
My name is Steve Saunders. I'm a producer on Bonus Time. It was an amazing film to make, an incredible story, and a story that needs to be told. Hollywood seems obsessed with cancer stories where it doesn't end well for the protagonist, but this one, it's a Bonus Time, a colon cancer comedy, and it is funny, but it's also a comedy in the classical sense, and it's a story of hope, inspiration, and it's something that people need to see. Being at Idyllwild has been awesome. This entire town is incredible. It's so different from LA life, and I even got to see snow. So growing up in Ohio was a little slice of home. But yeah, everyone's been great here. It's been a great festival. Super excited to just get anybody coming up here watching these films. Every film in our block was an absolute banger. That's all y'all do. So yeah, come on up, have a good time. Gonna have to be next year because it ends pretty soon. So, but yeah, I mean, what else can I say? It's great film, people. Great film location. This theater is phenomenal.
Beautiful.
Absolutely 5 stars all around.